Well, in celebration of the new year, the 130th Rose Parade kicks off tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Live from Pasadena, California, it's always fun experiencing the magic of the beautiful floats, spirited marching bands, and of course, crowd-pleasing entertainment. Now, joining us this morning live via satellite is former Miss USA and Carnival Vista godmother, Deshauna Barber. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
I am very well. Excited to hear about this parade. You're going to give us a behind-the-scenes look at all the Fiesta floats. I can't wait. Let's get started.
Well, I'm standing actually in front of Carnival Cruise Line's float, which is a replica of Carnival Panorama, which will be coming out in December 2019 in Long Beach, California. Super excited for everyone to be able to see this tomorrow morning. It has some really awesome things, including a trampoline, which I just got off of, which actually it goes quite high. It's in partnership with Sky Zone, and it's representation of the first trampoline park at sea, which will also be on Carnival Panorama. So I'm just super excited to even be on this float and to even be in a partnership with Carnival Cruise Line.
That is so neat. The kids are gonna love it.
They are. I felt like a kid myself when I was hopping on it.
Well, it looks like you're having a lot of fun. Deshauna, how long did it take to create the float from start to finish?
You know, they said that a lot of these floats actually started the process of building right after the last Rose Parade. So that kind of gives us a little bit of insight on how long it takes to really be able to build it and get that attention and detail to each float, and just shows how much these people are dedicated to making sure that everyone enjoys the parade and has a really good quality look at awesome floats. So it's really cool. So I would say some of them are a year.
They're just beautiful, and I can only imagine the number of flower petals found on each and every float. And it's funny because I can hear in the background everyone's still working on their floats, so it does take all year, doesn't it?
Yes. It does. I'm actually in a warehouse right now filled with different floats, and with Carnival's being behind me, it actually has one really cool detail which plays into the diversity of the employees that work at Carnival Cruise Line. Has over 100 floral designs, which represents over 100 home countries that Carnival Cruise Line staff and employees hail from. So it's really awesome to be able to represent that personal touch and the diversity that this cruise line has.
You know, it's funny, that's what I wanted to ask you. What do you want viewers to take away from the float you are presenting us today?
I definitely want them to take away that family aspect, because I think that Carnival Cruise Line is a family and they're dedicated to families. I, for one, being the first soldier to be crowned Miss USA, I think that military connection is very important. And Carnival Cruise Line actually sells the most military personnel, active and retired, over any cruise operator in the world. So that means a lot to me, and I just love that they dedicate so much time to our military and our military families. And
congratulations to you. I remember watching when you were crowned. Congrats, you go girl. Now, one last question. How does this, a float like this, reflect the new year to come?
I think it reflects a fresh start. There's so many colors. There's so many fun things that's showing on this float. And I think that, you know, with the current climate, it's always good to be able to remind everyone that America is amazing and America is diverse. And just to be able to show that this is a moment for us to celebrate ourselves and celebrate our nation and celebrate just the bond that we have here in this country, I think we really need that.
Well said, Deshauna. Thank you so much for joining us here this morning on AM Buffalo. Well, I have to admit, I'm kind of jealous. I wish I could see the floats in person, but I guess we're going to have to tune into the Rose Parade tomorrow morning to kickstart the new year.